My truth, my narrative. That means I don't follow a systematic format, and I may jump all over the place like I've been told before, but I'm not trying to be NBC, podcast, nobody but me. And if you don't like that, please discharge yourself. I've seen people on my thread for months just waiting in the wings for me to say something that they don't like so that they can come to me with something they don't like. But let me tell you something. Today is my truth, and most people would call it a revolutionary truth. You know why? Because it doesn't fit the plan and the schemes and the format of the master or the elites or the media mongols who now probably confiscated most of the books and book making and publishing places. They own all the media, and they own what goes into your child, your ears, your grandparents' ears, and the world's ears. And they make the narrative to enter anything that they want. Now, I wanted to start with something else, but I think this is the most important thing because economically, we are at the same exact place probably that we were 500 years ago. And we act like they want us to act because they started us out just how they wanted us to finish, okay? Bunched up in little crawler spaces and stuff so that you can't even think, you can't even breathe. And you're so angry at your position that you take it out on the first people that you see, which normally look like you. Dollars and cents, y'all. Let me tell you something. When I grew up, morality in the community, in my household, and everything, the Constitution was for us, not rich people. It was for us to follow, even though we were not included. Church, the Bible, for us to follow, even though the church collects on Sundays, and I wonder what they do with it on Mondays. And I wonder if he gets a cut of that. Because let me tell you something about Christianity. The foundation that we were taught is not correct. And people get mad when you talk about religion. But in the name of Catholicism or being a Muslim or whatever you want, there's been so much bloodshed that you have to wonder, is this truly the word of God? Because it seems like if God is the creator of all things, why would he need money? He put the money there for us. He gave us the ability to be creators. He's already in us, so why are we going to listen to somebody who's telling us what he said, and you know he wasn't there when he said it? But I don't want to get on to that because there's a couple of things that I want to get onto. And one of the main things is that, getting back to dollars and cents, the rich always look for the next dollar. The poor, they save in 1 cent at a time. That's what my grandmother told me. And she was right, because, you know, if you do that for 100 years, you'll have something. But morality is what we focus on, how to live right, when the rich, as we can see, just from our government, the rich don't care nothing about morality. They're worrying about the next buck, okay? And let me be very honest about you, about us. Everybody talks about the damage that black people do when black people have been trying to vanish in society for years, to be so quiet, not to disturb, different things. That's why when revolutionary talk or any type of outside the normal norms of society happen, they're all over it, okay? Because they want things to stay just like they are so that they can keep their position of power. We, as a people, and we're not by ourselves, there's poor Europeans, Asians, and Latinos, Indians, but nothing like blacks. See, we're punished for visibility. We're punished if you decide to walk like you walk when you have to go home. You see, a lot of times there's two different walks, two different people. The person that goes to work and work for those people, for the master, you understand, at the plantation, is not the same person who has to walk through the project, okay, the bricks. It's not that same person, because he can't be that same person at work. Because that little man that looked like an elf, he brings him in the office. He makes him apologize for being who he is. And so how could I know that? Because I've been in that office. And you can get ahead like that, you by yourself, because most of us, a lot of us are not going to do it. And we stay in, that's what they say, you stay in trouble. Because you can't keep your mouth shut. You can't excel being black. There's no way, because your DNA and history has told you that you're nothing but a failure. And you believe that. You won't believe me, and I don't give a damn no more. You understand? You'll believe that man who put his hands all over your grandmother, maybe your mother, you remember when the insurance man used to come around? Most of the time it was all white. And a lot of times some people had to leave their house, okay? Never know what they do. A lot of times our people work as house cleaners and all kind of things. And all kind of things happen to them. Happen to us. And we still believe the lie. We still make ourselves small in spaces when certain people come around. Well, finance is the name of the game. And who you've been giving your money to has shown their true face to you. So what do you do now? One thing we've talked about over and over and over and over, we've had, Dr. Clark, Dr. Diop, and so many people tell us about self-hatred. And now we've turned ourselves into imitation. How does a black man imitate a European man? There is no white, but they made something up. They make up stories for us to follow, and we follow them like Humpty Dumpty. You understand? So this is my truth, the one that I'm going to talk and tell you, and you can do as you please. But listen to this. Can we come to an understanding that no matter who runs for Congress, Jasmine Crockett has already been voted in because she's the only one that's been standing up for us 365 days a year, 7 days a week. We don't have to worry about if she's bought off or not. So why would you vote for somebody else? And you see, if she doesn't make it in, then the truth of your deceit lies within you, and you can't face a mirror. She shouldn't even have to run for office. We should be out there telling people we want her in. I don't care what happened. Do like the Magna did.